believe Ascension dropped another nuke on Blizzard, this time for their classless server. Now, this is their... this is what they're known for, right? So, I'm pretty excited for it. This is a feature that people ask Blizzard to do for years. Oh, man, it's... I already know they're going to cook.
Welcome, heroes, to the beginning of your greatest adventure.
Let's see, do we have
a realm
captions?
of possibility, a festival of creativity, a celebration, a culmination of every adventure we've had together over the past 10 years. Magic ripples out across Azeroth, bringing everything Ascension has ever created into a single massive season. Now is the time to ignite your imagination, to forge classless heroes and archetypes that you've never been able to before, to create what you want to, and play the way you want with simple, foundational synergies that let you finally build your hero the way you were always meant to. Take what you forge and set off into the most complete, most exciting Azeroth ever created, expanded beyond anything you've yet seen. Face new dangers, delve into new perils, and confront colossal threats, all while creating something uniquely yours.
Dog,
Threats,
bro,
all.
Just look at this. Just look at this. Even without knowing really anything about this, I can already tell you that Blizzard will never be able to create that. It's crazy how extended that. You're looking at this, and you look at Season of Discovery, and you're like, what the hell is going out there? What in God's name are Blizzard doing? Can you imagine, like, look how extensive this is, and look back on Season of Discovery, and realize that the Season of Discovery thing actually came from Blizzard, and this is private server made by fans. Absolutely wild. We never left Warcraft. Warcraft left us. Yes. Unfortunately true. Yeah, creative stuff, I don't know, man. I'll have another round of basic abilities from older expansions and runes. True! Wow, I mean, no, listen. The Blizzard defenders would be like, no, they added a couple of new abilities. And it's like, yeah, but 90% is what we already know, pulled from different expansions. So, like, how is this good or fun? It's just so stupid.
While creating something uniquely yours. Come together with thousands of other players, make new allies and friends,
what a flex.
And experiment with extraordinary new features. Enjoy Ascension to the fullest as we leap into what comes now, enjoy what's next, and prepare
they
for
added
what
Mario
awaits
Kart
us just over the horizon. Welcome to the final chapter of this extraordinary journey.
Oh my God, dude.
To Season 10.
What? That was crazy!
Season 10 is a massive adventure where everyone comes together to enjoy everything Ascension has ever created. A season that integrates everything from all of Ascension's other realms into the ultimate classless adventure, while at the same time exploring some of the biggest new updates of all time. You'll have the choice to play on 2 independent seasonal realms. The free pick realm Dawnrise, or the wildcard realm Dark Moon. On Dawnrise, you'll explore an entirely new version of free pick, fusing classes together to create your ultimate hero. On wildcard, you'll roll random abilities and talents, keep the spells you like, and re-roll the ones you don't to forge a completely unique build.
I'm not even that type of player, but that looks extremely fun.
Forge archetypes you've always dreamed about, but that were never possible before with the Class Fusion update, where you'll wield new multi-school spells to trigger unlocked talents and abilities restored to their full power. Choose the new Path of Duality to support hundreds of new hybrid archetypes, all brought together in a brand new character advancement UI. And that's just the beginning. Bolster your creations with unstoppable Death Knight spells and talents. Explore hundreds of Conquest of Azeroth abilities added to classless, letting you augment your classless hero with all the brand new power you've been exploring on COA. Take what you create into a further expanded Azeroth. Discover a completely new zone, the Pale Reach, handcrafted with new danger and excitement to explore. Experience the massive Azar Fair on a whole new island filled with mysteries, all while adventuring in an Azeroth that keeps building on everything introduced in Warcraft Reborn and Conquest of Azeroth. Set off into further expanded towns and cities, discover new points of interest, aid new NPCs, and immerse yourself in new quests and storylines. When you're strong enough, you'll delve into new dungeons and challenge the most savage foes Azeroth can offer, both those you know and those you don't. Now is the time to set your creativity free, to forge a completely unique build that no one else has ever had or ever will, and set sail with us to brand new
They
horizons.
literally called out Blizzard. My god.
Off the eastern coast of Kalimdor lies the ancient Dawnrise Island, a haven for the ancient trolls. Their old ruins and ritual sites now lay buried beneath a fresh coat of brightly colored flags and big top tents.
If Blizzard would have made it today, all of this would have been rainbow colored.
Resourceful goblins of the Azar archipelago have transformed Dawnrise Island into a massive carnival, aiming to top the success of Silas Darkmoon's Dark Moon Fair. Because sometimes you want to kick back on the beach, relax, and have a little fun. Play wild games, compete with your friends in crazy challenges, explore
MMORPG.
totally new places, and win awesome prizes to show off your skill. Welcome to the Azar Fair. Dawnrise Isle is a brand new island rich with adventure. A completely new zone filled with new places to explore, new enemies to fight, and new quests to complete. Beyond the lively central tents, your adventure will take you from remote mountaintop temples to perilous jungles as you uncover the island's hidden secrets. But the island's outskirts are just the beginning. At the center, you'll experience the brand new Azar Fair. The Azar Fair is the crown jewel of Dawnrise, a carnival filled with quests, minigames, and prizes for you. Race to the top of over 12 puzzles in vertical ascent, where you'll need speed and precision to jump faster than your...
They just copied the best part of Guild Wars 2. I've been asking Blizzard to do this for the better part of the last year. What? That's crazy. Fun minigames in my MMO? I know, right? It's crazy. This feels more like what if retail was good than Classic Plus, but still interesting? Yeah. I mean, at this point, watching this, I have absolutely no idea why Blizzard isn't just hiring them. Clearly, they make better trailers, they make better content, they make better story, they make better gameplay. What are we doing here? Like, why do we have another weird androgynous dragon people instead of this?
Friends and get further than anyone else.
It's so weird.
Speed your way through Rainbow Race, competing with others in a fast-paced kart race where you'll pick up items to sabotage other players and earn first place. Team up with friends to protect your cannons in Duck Hunt, blasting birds, frogs, and other dangers to rack up points before your cannons are destroyed. Dodge waves of deadly Danmaku in Bullet Romper, where you'll dip, dive, duck, and dodge hundreds of deadly bullets while blasting away at a boss in the center.
That's
Avoid
crazy.
the gaze of darkness in Shadow Eye, saving allies when they're trapped in darkness, and collecting crystals of life to stave off the shadow. And rescue the most adorable creatures in Azeroth with Wonka Wonka, where you'll steal cuddly creatures from enemies to rack up the most rescued Wonkas for yourself. And if you can't have them, no one can. The Azar Fair is your place to have fun. Collect tickets, amass reputation, and obtain awesome prizes as you play and have fun with the entire Ascension community. But Dawnrise Isle is only the first of the brand new places you'll discover. North of Stormwind lies the towering mountain range known as the Pale Reach, a lonely climb between the foothills of Elwyn Forest and the mountain kingdom of
Crazy. This makes me sad. Bro, I was about to say the exact same thing. All of it, I want to be super excited for it. I know that Blizzard are going to take them down. It makes me so dejected. Watching this, knowing it's going to be, it's ephemeral. It's all fleeting. I just want to cry. Like, I almost don't want to play any of this because I just know it's going to be taken away from me, and I'm going to be left with a subpar version of retail made by Blizzard. Like, that's exactly how I feel. You hit the nail right on the head there. It's just so insane. Yeah, I still can get over the fact that Blizzard fans can make better game than Blizzard. It's a mix of frustration and desperation. Not only that, you know what's funny? All of the Blizzard defenders, they're saying in my comments the same exact thing. They're like, oh, they just took Blizzard's own engine and they made the game better. Bro, can't you see that you're actively contributing to my argument? But if a bunch of fans use the same engine that Blizzard has, why Blizzard didn't make something better, or at the very least equal? Don't you see how embarrassing that is, getting upstaged by your own fans, using your own engine at your own game, and you can't measure to their standards? Like, something's off here. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, in ancient times, this region served as the bridge between Ironforge and Stormwind, connecting the two kingdoms through a massive road. Yet trouble now brews in the mountain's peaks as the Frostmane trolls ravage the King's Road, halting communications between the humans of Greysky and the dwarves of Dun Khazad. It's up to you to scale the mountainside and confront the emerging danger. This sprawling zone explores verticality, giving you both massive mountain peaks to climb and deep caverns to explore. As you discover the Reach's secrets, you'll find hundreds of new quests, new dangers and creatures to defeat, new mini-bosses, new stories to engage with, and new lore that builds upon Azeroth's existing narrative. Arm yourselves and set out for the Pale Reach to see what new adventures await. Whether you're choosing spells and talents in an all-new version of Free Pick or rolling the dice in Wildcard, Classless WoW has always been about forging your fantasy hero, mixing and matching abilities and talents to create your ultimate archetype. In Season 10, everything that wasn't possible before is possible now. The Class Fusion update brings 3 massive changes to make sure any cross-class combination you want to build has baseline, foundational synergy, without bloated mystic enchantments, by making sure that abilities, talents, proc effects, and more work together at their core from the very beginning across multiple classes and specs. Multi-school spells are thematic versions of melee and ranged abilities that deal both elemental and physical damage. The elemental damage will cut through armor, and the physical damage will cut through resistances. Wow. On top of that, multi-school spells always benefit from talents that improve either damage type at the same time. For example, the new Cinder Strike, a version of Sinister Strike that deals both physical and fire damage. Since it deals both, it benefits from any talent that increases the damage of fire or physical abilities at all times. Additionally, multi-school spells also proc both elemental and physical talents, unlocking the combos you need to play the build you want. Ignite can trigger from your Cinder Strike when it critically strikes. Hot Streak can absolutely proc from your Cinder Strike crits, letting you fling out Pyroblasts and finally play the Fire Rogue you've always wanted.
I actually want to cry. I honestly, at this point, I don't even want to continue watching the video anymore. It just makes me so sad. Dude, I hate Blizzard on a level you guys would never be able to comprehend. I'm not even joking. Like, the Turtle WoW thing kind of broke me. That's the reason why I'll never touch Ascension, because I don't want to be heartbroken again. I don't want the same thing that happened with Turtle WoW to happen to me with Ascension. All I can tell you is that I'm super pissed right now. It's on a level you would never be able to comprehend. I've absolutely no idea. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, dude, I really wish there was some sort of a petition to force Blizzard to sell the WoW IP. I would be the first one to sign it. Oh my god, like, how is it okay for big companies to hold hostage such valuable IPs? It's so revolting, and it's the same thing with other companies like I forgot who's responsible for that, like Warner Brothers with the Nemesis system for Shadow of Mordor. It just why? Like, why don't we have laws against this? Why money is always the king? Where's the integrity? What is going on here?
Multi-school spells bridge the gap between unrelated specs by allowing a class's baseline abilities and talents to work together without any need for mystic enchantments at all. Play a Holy Rogue with Paladin Seals, Dawn Strike, and Lightbreaker, a Thunder Cat with Volt Ripper, or a Frozen Warrior with Icy Slam triggering Frostbite and Shatter. All baseline, just using...
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you're talking about me crying about no class identity in MMORPGs and loving this? Well, this is a mod. Like, you need to understand, if you weren't, like, you're acting a little bit one-dimensional here, Zeers, listen. I said at the beginning of the video, I guess maybe you weren't here, this isn't usually my type of thing, but I would be very much inclined to at least try it. I'm a very much traditional MMO player, but I can realize, I can go outside of my box and understand that this is what people like. This is something that people like to break the monotony with. This is something that people enjoy doing from time to time. And even myself, as someone who's trying to, you know, be a good content creator, I would have liked to play that. It seems interesting to me. I may not have liked it. I may have liked Conquest of Azeroth better. But this is as exciting because you break all the rules.
Spells and talents without needing to rely on mystic enchantments. This is
just chaotic and
massively
fun.
Opening up classless, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. The next step of the Class Fusion update opens up talents in multiple ways. Presence of Mind can now sling out any spell under a 10-second cast, not just mage spells. Hot Streak can proc from any fire damage, whether that's ranged, melee, or spell. Similarly, Sudden Death now allows any melee, ranged, or magic hit to allow the use of execution regardless of the target's health. Nature's Grace and Eradication, which used to allow druid spellcasts and corruption to increase your spell haste, now extends to ranged and melee haste as well. Backdraft now quickens the cast time of any Shadow and Fire spells when triggered. Maelstrom Weapon decreases the cast time of any Frost, Fire, or Nature spell. Both Fingers of Frost and Frostbite can trigger from any frost damage you deal. And Shatter is now completely opened up so that any direct spell or ability against a frozen target has a massively increased chance to critically hit.
Damn.
These are just a few examples of unlocked talents that put you in control of building your classless hero. As you experiment with all the new unlocked talents, you'll discover a world of new possibilities to imagine and explore. Now that you can seamlessly make an archetype that uses multi-school spells to proc opened up talents, you need a primary stat that supports those playstyles. The Path of Duality weaves blade and spell together, supporting any hybrid archetype you can imagine right from level 1. Whether you want to be a strength-based Frost Warrior, an agility-focused Arcane Rogue, a lethal Shadow Archer, or even a more unique build, the Path of Duality ensures that you're getting the attack power, spell power, and critical strike you need to perform. Since all abilities on Ascension scale with both attack and spell power, you can use any combination of abilities you want. Every part of the Class Fusion update, multi-school spells, opened up talents and proc effects, and the new Path of Duality helps you build classless archetypes without needing bloated mystic enchantments. At its core,
That's
the Class Fusion update is a simple but colossal change that keeps simplicity where it needs to be and puts depth where it makes sense. But what about some of Azeroth's more iconic OG spells? Wind Fury Weapon, Wrecking Crew, Blink, Titan's Grip, Unending Fury, Honor Amongst Thieves, and so many more underwent nerfs over the years to keep them from being too strong. But in Season 10, these powerful spells don't need to be reined in. They can return to their former glory.
Oh.
Wind Fury Weapon returns to its full
All
power.
out.
Blink is restored to a powerful 15 seconds. Mana Restoration talents return to their full potency. Mortal Strike returns to 50% healing reduction. Honor Amongst Thieves once again triggers when anyone in your group critically strikes. Wrecking Crew has been opened up to cause any melee critical hit to enrage you for bonus damage. And talents like Unending Fury have been made more classless, with the extra parts of their effect now baked into the original spells. This puts these powerful original spells and talents back on top where they belong, letting you search for them to add significant strength and utility to your build. Additionally, even more spells and talents can reach their full power once again via talents. Beacon of Light, Shadow Form, Titan's Grip, Aspect of the Monkey, and more can all be restored to their original big power versions through rolling their specific talents. Now, when you go to create a build, you're not greeted by some watered-down version of Blink or Divine Shield. You'll have access to the powerful, potent spells you know and love. But if domination is your goal, you might be interested in raw, unrestrained power. The cold chill of the grave reaches your icy grip in Season 10. Death Knight abilities and talents are yours to wield.
Wow.
Harness the power of iconic spells like Death Grip, Obliterate, and Death and Decay.
Wait, it
merging
wasn't
blood,
already in the game?
Death and Frost together in a gory display of unrestrained power as you forge your hero. Empower your build with talents like Black Ice, Necrosis, or Bloody Vengeance, unlocking strength for tons of different playstyles. Whether you're forging your own wild version of a Death Knight, or merely using a handful of these specific spells to augment your build, the possibilities are yours to explore. This is the first time ever on Ascension that Death Knight abilities are available for you to harness, so expect some powerful combos as the world experiments with the power of Undeath. Cold Death beckons, heroes. The strength of Icecrown is now yours to command. But Frozen Death isn't the only new magic you can add to your arsenal in Season 10. Wield incredible strength, unlock wild new utility, and unleash effects that are just plain fun with Conquest of Azeroth spells in Classless. Use Koa spells on your free pick and wildcard heroes to add crazy theme and flavor to your custom hero. Summon a Frost Worm on your Shadow Archer, give your Fire Warrior Draconic Wings, or I don't know, choose the strongest shadow damage over time spells in the game from Warlock and Shadow Priest, and Cultist and Necromancer, and Mystic enchantments that got shattered in Season 9. Then get Shadow Form, dot up some poor bastard in PvP, then vanish into stealth while they flail around painfully trying to save themselves. Then demand their pants or else you'll do it again. With Koa spells and Classless, you have hundreds of new ways to make a truly unique archetype to forge whatever hero you want to play. Pull in and explode foes with Gravity Bomb from the Chronomancer. Close the distance between enemies with the Fellsworn's Chaos Rush. Or toll the bell on enemies who think they're safe with Death's Due. Explore uncharted areas with the Runemaster's Scrying Orb, or root foes with the Stormbringer's Eye of the Storm. You might even experiment with additional sub-professions like bushcrafting from Ranger. You'll find Conquest of Azeroth spells differently depending on the realm you play on. In Free Pick, Koa spells arrive as mystic enchantments that teach you individual abilities when you equip them. Mix and match spells in this way to augment your Free Pick hero. Then, on Wildcard, you can roll Koa spells just like you would any other ability. You can also get lucky and find them as skill cards in sealed card packs. Season 10 is about unlimited creativity. Augment your hero, go absolutely crazy with customization, and forge a build you'll never forget with Conquest of Azeroth abilities in Classless.
Oh my God.
As you dive into the class fusion of
Dude, there's just so much information to intake. It's insane. Like, it's above imagination. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I never played WoW, but this actually looks fun. I know. Imagine if Blizzard actually owned that and just integrated it to their own official servers. So many new players would have tried it out just because, even if they're not into World of Warcraft, it's so chaotic, it's fun. Like someone who doesn't care about the lore, who doesn't really seek to be integrated inside of WoW, you know, vast culture and history, he can just play this server and have fun. Like, so many people could have been introduced to World of Warcraft through such a server and actually play, like, the game because of it, like the other servers. But Blizzard would never do that. Literally never. And if wildcard is, like, not for you, you have the other server as well. That's why it's like they're thinking of everything. It's, oh, you don't want pure randomness? Okay, then go hybrid server. That's fine. Like, you can do that. You have your own decision. You can make your choice. And that's what's good about it. Yeah, it's all about fun, exactly.
Date and forge new archetypes with new multi-school, Conquest of Azeroth, and Death Knight spells on Season 10. You'll create heroes never seen before on Ascension. Season 10 will feature 2 independent realms, each with a different playstyle, so that you can build your hero in the way that you find most meaningful. The first realm, Dawnrise, features a new type of free pick with an entirely new system to sink your teeth into.
Kick the gnome!
Ability gem limits are gone, replaced with a new essence system that lets you finally augment your hero with the strongest versions of iconic spells and talents.
Good.
Here's how it works.
Balance is off the
Each
window.
ability and talent you choose gives you class points. Class points unlock more powerful abilities deeper in that class. Then, every talent point you use unlocks deeper talents in that specialization, while also making it easier to get to the bottom of future trees. By level 60, you'll be able to get to the bottom of 3 individual trees while still having a few points left over to put where you want.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. He combined Blood Fury and Retribution. That's so sick. Like, the build potential is almost infinite. There's so many things you can build from, like, even mages. You can take, like, mage, Shadow Priest, and Warlock and, like, cook something extremely hard. Wow, there's, like, infinite combination. Like, literally, I would have tried to build something so cool out of it. It's insane. What is this, Path of Exile? Yeah, I guess.
Now you can really put your theory crafting skills to the test as you imagine and build thousands of different archetypes. What kinds of builds could you make with the 15% haste from Judgments of the Pure? Sculpting anything from a rapid-fire missile barrage arcane mage to a flurry of steel with combat rogue. Or the power of new multi-school spells combined with the shaman's dual-wield specialization and enhanced weapon mastery. You might find a way to make an unstoppable juggernaut with restored second wind and blood craze. The new free pick system is the foundation that allows all of your favorite skills and talents to be restored to max power, while at the same time giving you more ways than ever to build with new multi-school spells and the class fusion update. From the moment you begin your adventure, you'll use the 9 ability essences you start with to choose your favorite starting spells and immediately begin building your hero. Maybe you'll fuse Warrior and Mage into a Spell Sword, taking spells like Fire Blast, Slam, and Heroic Strike. Or maybe you'll grab a mix of spells from multiple classes, choosing Blood Strike, Steady Shot, Shadow Bolt, and Shadow Word Pain to start building toward.
I would have literally taken the best passives out of each physical tree and just nuke build. Just one strike, like bam! Like, that could have been fun. Completely juggernaut every single boss and NPC out there. That could have been fun.
Towards the ultimate corruptive Dark Archer. As you blaze a trail through Azeroth, your choices naturally start fusing together as you find Mystic Scrolls that react to the spells you've chosen, becoming the multi-school abilities perfect for your build. When you find these scrolls, you'll apply them as mystic enchantments, giving you full control over the individual spells and talents
the mystic fable remains
to improve your build.
Interesting.
The more you level, the more ability and talent essences you'll collect, and the more you'll shape your hero throughout your adventure. Meanwhile, Darkmoon is a wildcard realm, where instead of choosing a class, you'll roll random abilities and talents as you play to forge a completely unique hero. On Wildcard, you're one of a kind, and your goal is to determine where and how you shine. Start the game with 4 random abilities. Reroll them as many times as you like, and set off. From level 10 onwards,
Wait, you can reroll...
you'll roll new abilities and talents as...
Okay, correct me on this, but if you can reroll how many times you like, then what's the point? You can just reroll for the perfect stuff anyway, right?
You level up, alternating between ability and talent every other level. This reduces the total number of talents by half, meaning the talents you choose to keep are much more important to your build and your identity. It also makes rolling new builds much quicker. To support this change, many talents from shattered enchantments are consolidated or streamlined. Enchantments that were originally split into 2 to 3 different talents often only require 1 now, making sure that you can still mix and match to play powerful archetypes. Steer your hero by keeping what you want and using Scrolls of Fortune, powerful items gained through quests, dungeons, raids, battlegrounds, and more, to re-roll spells and talents that don't suit your build. Sometimes, this will be an upgrade to one of your talents, which increases that talent's power and allows you to roll again for free. This happens at an increased rate on Season 10. Other times, the Magic God dice will bless you with a particularly synergistic roll, which chooses a spell or talent you currently have and rolls something that works well with it. In this way, your build moves in the direction of the spells and talents you decide to keep. Even at level cap, you'll continue to improve, using scrolls you find to refine your build and become as strong and as unique as you want. When you're ready for something new, prestige to reset your build and return to level 1, giving you the chance to roll a completely different build. When you prestige, you can use any skill cards that you've acquired on your adventure to guarantee specific spells. This gives you a foundation for steering your build in the direction that you choose. Every time you complete a prestige, you'll gain an increasing number of Scrolls of Fortune. The more you play, the more scrolls you'll accumulate, meaning every run is a chance to get even stronger. Additionally, when you prestige for the first time, you'll unlock a new starter skill card tab, which includes skill cards for all spells available at level 1, including the new multi-school abilities. This lets you steer your wildcard build from the very beginning. Finally, Season 10 helps you grow in strength faster by featuring only max rank talent skill cards. When you find a skill card for a powerful talent like Ignite or Spell Power from a sealed pack, it will always be the max rank version of that talent. Whether you're choosing spells and talents in free pick or keeping the spells you want in wildcard, every choice you make on Season 10 will be meaningful because the Azeroth you challenge has been massively expanded, hand-tailored to react to your choices. Azeroth is a vast, expansive world filled with places to discover. As you theorycraft, build, and improve your classless hero, you'll embark into a world that continues to grow beyond anything you've seen before. Start your adventure exploring expanded starting zones, using the build you create to overcome new threats. Burn away the diseased zealots of Radiant Town on your flaming hunter, or wield holy blades to purge the Cain family estate as a light-infused rogue. You'll even band together with other low-level heroes to challenge 2 new level 10 dungeons, the Vault of the Inquisition and the Road to the Other Side. As you outgrow the starting zones and set out into the world, you'll step into expanded towns and cities, enriched with dozens of new quests that take you to deadly new locations in every zone. But be wary as you set off into the world. Azeroth and its creatures are more dynamic than ever with the RPG Creature Overhaul, a sweeping change that completely redesigns all of Azeroth's creatures from the ground up with unique, fitting stats based on what they look like.
Imagine adding immersion to an MMORPG. Brother, Blizzard could never. But I'm not gonna lie, every single minute that passes by where I watch this video, I just want to cry. Like, I don't know. And you know what's funny about all of this? If this was allowed, every single World of Warcraft content creator would have jumped ship from Blizzard to play this. The only reason us content creators keep playing official Blizzard products is because we're literally not allowed to do anything else. That is the only reason. If content creators would have been allowed to stream, to make content about private servers, Blizzard would have been cooked. But lucky them, the rules are on their side. So it is what it is. And that includes me, obviously. Because I don't want to break TOS. I want to play by the rules. I'm trying to make it out there. It is what it is. So I have to play official Blizzard products. Unfortunately, I cannot play this. So it just, oh man, oh god, I hate Blizzard, man. I truly do. I really hope that Classic Plus would be as half as good as this or Turtle WoW, but I know I'm coping out of my mind here.
Each and every creature in Azeroth has its own strengths and weaknesses for you to discover and exploit. You might play around a bandit's fast attacks by snaring it with Frost Nova or Entangling Roots, or engage it with more armor and a shield to shrug off its fast but weaker strikes. In Season 10, the RPG creature overhaul gets better than ever with the Class Fusion update. Multi-school spells unlock more viable archetypes than ever before, meaning there's more variety between players than ever before. Maybe you go all in on a Fire Rogue with Cinder Strike, slicing through Frost foes for extra damage, proccing Hot Streak to send out massive Pyroblasts, unleashing the combo points you build with Blazing Finisher, and even slinking back into the shadows to step back and destroy multiple foes at once with Rain of Fire. Then, maybe a Frost Knight build absolutely dominates in Blackrock Depths, carving through frost-vulnerable foes with Freezing Whirlwind, Howling Blast, and Cone of Cold, proccing Fingers of Frost, and shattering targets into oblivion. With every creature in Azeroth having unique strengths and weaknesses, what you choose to play and how you choose to play it will mean something. From the archetype you embody to the spells and talents you keep, your choices shape how well you perform against Azeroth's RPG creatures. No one build dominates all the time. Every pack you pull, somebody in your group has the edge. And across the open world, dungeons, and raids, every single build has a place where it excels. The meta isn't just one spec. It's an ever-shifting sea of who is best suited for the current situation. As you pit your choices against Azeroth's expanded RPG creatures, you'll find that enemies drop the actual items they're wearing when slain. Immersive gear drops allow you to hunt creatures wearing the gear you want, slay wizards wielding swords or daggers to get those items with spell power on them, or take out Scarlet Knights to get strength and plate gear. On Season 10, you'll use immersive item drops to find the gear that's perfect for the hero you're trying to build. While you're climbing mountain peaks and descending into catacombs, battling RPG creatures, and searching for the immersive item drops your hero needs, you'll stumble on treasure you never expected thanks to world-forged items. Loot scattered across Azeroth that everyone can walk up and loot. World-forged items make sure that wherever you choose to explore is a chance to find something amazing. Imagine finding a blazing ring on your Flame Knight that bathes you in even more fire, igniting enemies who dare to get too close. You might discover a freezing necklace that gives all magic damage you deal a chance to slow your target, giving a chill effect to your Frost Archer's Frost Shot and Crystal Arrow. World-forged items add a completely new dimension to how you customize your character. Explore the world, find unique effects, and further enhance the theme and immersion of your class and spec. All the while, you'll uncover incredible new content to interact with and explore. Discover hundreds of new rare creatures lurking throughout Azeroth. Explore a crafting overhaul that expands professions with new things to create. Upgrade kits that let you improve the items you make, experience gained from crafting and gathering items, and affixes attached to every item you forge to give it additional relevant stats. Dive into new professions, woodcutting and woodworking, so you can harden up your wood, polish it to perfection, and absolutely crank out bows, shields, axes, throwing spears, and other firm, hard wooden gear. Challenge new dungeons and face the dangers within. confronting new enemies, facing down new bosses, and taking them down to claim new rewards. Face down new world bosses that will challenge you all throughout the endgame. Atal'Zul, Sagoth, Snowgrave, and Kaldros Depthbreaker each have their own dramatic encounter in both the open world and in their deadlier, instanced versions. Explore improved dungeons and raids with expansive new places to explore, and new bosses and mechanics to overcome. Finally, toggle between PvE, PvP, and optional high-risk PvP all in one realm with the hybrid risk system, so that you can swap styles at any time
Literally
and
so
play
good.
the way you want. Everything comes together in the most complete version of Azeroth yet. Whether you aim to ascend to the highest tiers of rating, dominate world PvP, test your might against other heroes in battlegrounds and arenas, or even just experiment and explore with thousands of new archetypes, you'll prepare yourself for everything on the horizon. Leap into the culmination of everything Ascension has ever built. A realm of endless creativity, where you'll forge your ultimate classless hero. Play in free pick or wildcard, each on their own dedicated realm. Set off to Dawnrise Isle to explore the fantastical Azar Fair, and climb through the peaks and valleys of the Pale Reach. All while shaping and improving your individual classless hero. Harness the power of new multi-school spells, unlocked talents and proc effects, and use the new duality primary stat to build unstoppable new archetypes. Outfit them with Death Knight spells and talents, unleash powerful COA spells, and wield classic spells and talents restored to their full power. Take them into a further expanded Azeroth, band together with allies to find the places you thrive, and set off into adventure. Explore new dangers, discover new locations, challenge new bosses, and explore a world where every choice you make matters more than ever before. This is Season 10, the final chapter of this amazing adventure.
Final chapter. Wow.
Before the start of something new.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Wait, hold?
Start of something new.
Holy, okay. Before the start of something new, huh? Imagine that, brother. Oh my god, that was insane. That was unbelievable. Dude, I'm still in the process of understanding what the hell I just saw. That was crazy. That was absolutely wild. At this point, I have not a damn clue why Blizzard wouldn't hire these people. Clearly they make a better product than they do. It's free money. The moment Blizzard make this official, millions, literally money on the floor. Just pick it up. It's insane. I can't believe it. Yeah, 82k people online right now. I guess so. Well, people will tell you Blizzard have like 9 million. Yeah, like 9 million bots. Sure. It's insane. Yeah, bro, these trailers are just so good. I know. It's the entire budget. I don't really know how they cook these trailers. And what good Blizzard trailer, like, did we get recently that was good? Like, did we get any good Blizzard trailer? The only one that is semi-memorable is the cringe Disney housing feature. Ugh, it's so bad with the TikTok Blood Elf dance. What the hell are we doing here? It's not even close. Even trailers like Blizzard is fumbling, which is insane because that used to be their strong suit. Yeah, well, they're making a new innovative playground for fans and new players while Blizzard keeps stuck in politics and Disneyfication. Exactly. Blizzard are so ideology captured, they can't even focus on making a good game. All they focus about is indoctrinating you into liking some weird scaly furry dragons. That's all they care about. Yeah, it's just so much superior in every single way. Exactly. There's nothing better to be had here. Yeah, I heard they had Watlick server in dev, but could be wrong. Listen, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, just Nintendo it up and shut them down. True. That's all they care about, shutting down the competition. And by the way, that's why I'm so happy the Pal World stuff completely cooked Nintendo because they deserve it. Everyone asked Nintendo to do good Pokemon Day game for years. They never did it, and then Pal World came in and swooped them away. I really hope there would be not a World of Warcraft game, obviously, like an MMORPG that behaves exactly like Ascension to cook Blizzard. I really hope that would happen. I pray for such a day. That way Blizzard won't be able to touch it and we can have all the fun in the world. Yeah, hopefully Microslop layoffs hits Blizzard and we have a few hundred less pink blue-haired Septon Ring Karens working there. This would never happen, brother. Their entire ideology is to just virtue signal. It's all performative. Blizzard don't care about anything except their next quarterly update. That's why whenever they're getting close to, you know, their next shareholder meeting, they're like, oh, we cooked up a new feature. Look at that, Season of Discovery. Look at that, another classic re-release you're getting for the third time. And it's like, okay, I guess that's all they care about. They don't care about longevity. All they care about is what is our next step. And you know what's funny? They don't even take one step forward, they take 2 steps backwards. Blizzard is actively devolving each day, and they're not showing any signs of stopping soon. I mean, listen, just look at this, man. I really wish I did not watch this video. It just made me feel 10 times worse, and it's crazy. And the moment I play Warcraft 3 today, I know I'm going to feel a lot worse because the game actually used to be goated and we're reaching the interesting part of the human campaign. And I'm also playing it for the first time, so I'm going to experience everything from scratch. And I understand how Blizzard used to be goated back in the day. Yeah, I'm sure the classic Andes would love it. True. I'm literally going through the same thing with Arc Raider. The Chinese version have everything the community wants. It's insane. And on the topic of classic Andes, let me show you something. Who sent that? Someone sent to me something extremely funny on Discord that actually just encapsulates the entire idea here. Where is it? There we go. Look at that. This is what we have nowadays, guys. This is the people who are actively defending Blizzard. This is the people who come to my comment section and constantly telling me, I'm glad Ascension is dying. Yeah, W Blizzard, take him down. And it's like, what are we doing here? Why would you, like, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for private servers, right? It's okay that Blizzard is taking them down. They're fully allowed to. Obviously, it's their IP. I fully support it. But at the same time, can't you understand why taking down any private server, it can be Ascension, can be Turtle, Nostalrius, whatsoever, is unhealthy long-term? Like, can't you see how it's way more beneficial, instead of hating on Ascension, to just integrate them into the official servers? Because there are plenty of people who refuse to play Turtle and Ascension because they're unsure if, you know, it's a virus, they're gonna have their I don't know, like the credit card stolen or whatever, their information gathered, and I fully understand that. But if this was on an official server, Ascension would not have 82k players. It would have had millions, and I'm fully convinced of that. But yeah, I guess these people would constantly gatekeep and would constantly advocate for Blizzard no matter what because they support their delusions.